What's good, fans? This is El Tirador, Alex Rivera, also known as the Latin Shooter, and you're watching BJ and DG Talk Wrestling. Check it out. Vaya!
Welcome back, everybody. BJ here, the Danger Ginger over there.
What's going on, everybody? And for this Tuesday, sometimes as always, the man himself, Chef the Ref. And
How y'all doing?
And just really quick, shout out in the chat to Douglas Davis, who has been in here just commenting, waiting for us to go live.
We appreciate you.
Yes, as well as House of Cluck, who commented sometime last night, hoping that the spotlight is red. But yes,
right.
How is everybody doing? And for anybody that didn't join us on Sunday, hope you all had a happy holiday.
Yeah. All that said, why don't we go ahead and ring that bell and get this started on this Indy Spotlight.
So, we didn't expect to have as much to talk about as we do tonight. But wow, do we ever. Thank you. So, where would you like to start? Anybody?
I say let's start with the insanity that's going to be happening this Friday night in Mount Holly. Yeah. What do we got going on for SPO this upcoming week?
Well, we'll start with some of the names who are returning. Like one, Johnny Cashmere returns.
Welcome back.
As well as Tarzan Duran.
Again. All right.
Somebody we've had on this show,
The
the Gumar, Angel Orsini. Wrestling Cinematic Genius, Jay George.
Wrestling at 24 frames per second.
And now, interesting enough, this next one. Because if you look at it carefully, you can see it was kind of hijacked and redone. That Skills and the Feral Face will also apparently be returning as they use Johnny's graphic, X'd his name out.
Interesting. Why Johnny's graphic? Curious.
I mean, it's also interesting that I saw Skills actually post this on Instagram. And apparently they will have a lot to say. Well, at least Skills will. Feral
He always
Face
does.
Yeah, he doesn't. Usually Face doesn't have much to say, if anything at all.
When Face talks, people listen, especially at the end of our show.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite videos we've had done. And then also, we have a contract signing Friday night between Pedro Pablo and Robbie Illuminati of Blackout.
Now, this is interesting because Robbie has a huge insurance policy on the condition that he doesn't wrestle.
Interesting.
Well, it looks like things may have changed since that point in time. I'm definitely interested in his contract signing because over the last month and a half maybe, the interactions between them. Like at the last PWU show, we saw Robbie get involved in the Lucha Scramble with Pedro, and then we saw Pedro come back out before the main event started, or right after it started, and chasing away Robbie.
And the night before, he caught that vicious DDT on the apron.
Oh,
or on the ringside, rather.
Yeah. Boy, do I still have that up on here? No, I do not.
And also, Robbie, every time he's on commentary, he is just tearing him down every chance he gets. Like,
ooh,
yeah, contract signing definitely means drama.
Rick Blade in the chat.
We don't have
Former
the search
PWU
party.
world champion, which Blade approves on voting for Pedro.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with Pedro and the little bit I've seen of him over the last month and a half or so.
Oh yeah. Where did? Well, okay. I'm definitely interested to see where this feud goes. I'm kind of guessing that if they're doing a contract signing, that match won't be on a Friday night show. In all honesty, I would assume that's going to be at PWU Sub-Zero on the
I would think,
24th
yeah.
of January.
Yeah, that would make me think so. Unless, could be trying to drum something up for a future Friday. But yeah, this does have a bigger show feel to it, which lends me to believe you're right, DG, with the Sub-Zero call.
And then just real quick, run down the rest of the stuff that we'll be talking about. We have a triple threat match, or as on here, a three-way dance between Junie Underwood, Stife, and Flying Ryan O'Neal, which the last time we saw him in April it was?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, against Jordan Oliver, at least in person. That's the last time. He's been all over the place since then, though, and he has been getting some accolades.
Oh, he's been killing it in GCW.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with Junie Underwood, but I've seen a little bit of him over in Gloucester, and this guy can go, man. He's impressive.
And of course, we know Stife.
Oh, yeah. Well, we know Stife.
Yeah. And then speaking of Jordan Oliver, Billboard, Billy Gold will be taking him on one-on-one this Friday.
I can't wait for this match.
Yeah, when I found out about that match, I practically jumped out my seat.
Yeah.
In fact, Billy was, I thought he was joking around at the time, but he was like, yeah, I hear Jordan Oliver's price is lower if he wrestles me. So, I don't know, maybe there's some truth to that.
Yeah.
They're going to discount.
And then we also have from Lineage Pro Wrestling, Oliver versus Clockwork Dylan Shaw. We will also have Brian Murphy taking on the Italian Tank with Cowboy Pete Carter in his corner.
Yeah.
All members of Pete's posse. And then we have one half of Controlled Chaos, Papa Juice, taking on Caleb Wolf. Which, by the way, also, happy birthday to Papa Juice, as today is his birthday as well. Also, Don Montoya, the GM of SPO Wrestling. And then we have a rematch from the last show as well. Charlie Tiger and Violence.
This one
sounds like a perfect pair to me.
Yep. And we also will have in tag team action, High Fashion taking on the Show Dogs. These are both impressive teams. I'm expecting this is a match that could potentially steal the show. And I still have
we seen this match before?
I believe we might have, or some combination of it at one point or another.
Oh, hey, what's up, Wyatt?
Yeah. How you doing, Wyatt? Good to see you. Good to see you.
I could see that. I could see that. Billboard Bill versus Jordan, sure.
99% of the time, let me be perfectly honest, I absolutely love our community that comes in here, comments and everything. Love you guys. But now, the last two matches I have to show are ones where we would think that tag team match could steal the show. We have a rematch from the first round of the SPO heavyweight title tournament where new champion Alex Rivera taking on Martin Hughes from Catchpoint. Which this was a great match in the first round of the tournament. And now it's for the championship.
Yeah.
And the final one being title versus title of our PWU champions. Our Skywalker champion, Pat Dynamite, taking on world champion, Justified, J.P. Grayson.
That's going to be a crazy match right there.
I definitely see Declan Grant interfering in this one. Because as we were saying, this one can't end clean. Like,
Yeah,
they're not taking the title off either of those guys right now.
you can't.
Maybe in the photo he does, but not in person.
No, not at all.
Honestly, I would think he would remind me of like one of the wild Samoans with his
Yeah,
hair.
yeah. He looks more Samoan.
But that's a big card for Friday. And just to, since real quick, I did kind of mention the 24th, just run through some of that real quick, and then we'll start talking about Friday's show coming up.
Let's do it.
We have a pro seminar before PWU Sub-Zero with Bull James, which if you're a pro wrestler of any skill level, 2 p.m., 5 hours before this show starts. Come out and learn from one of the best wrestlers on the indies right now. And now to the show itself. One of our favorite question mark, Sam Reaper.
We know that
PWU
BJ's a favorite of
return.
his, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will have the final appearance ever of the Batman of Burlington.
He's hanging up the
Honor.
cowl.
Now we get to see Bruce Wayne's face there? Don't know. We'll have to find out.
All I'm saying, all I'm going to ask him is, where's my damn electric car? All right. And then Charlie Tiger will be is the first entrant in a food fight style thing. That's an eating contest of ice cream sandwiches in the middle of January.
You know what? That sounds fun.
Yeah.
I feel like that should be like an open challenge type thing, and the audience should be allowed to get involved too, because I could mess up some ice cream sandwiches.
Oh, well, that's very awesome.
Nice.
Let's see. And then we will have current Skywalker champion. We don't know if he will leave Friday with that championship. Will be returning to action. As well will be the man whose head he shaved, the grimy bastard, Declan Grant.
I got
I
the
love
robe
the fact they're
freshly
using that
shaven
shot.
head.
We have Skills the Great will also be making his return, as well as Todd Rod as Rerun.
Hey.
And then, as you already know, the career casket match that was announced between Kid Legend and the Feral Face.
It's going to
Which
be
you would
intense.
think if Skills is going to be there, he won't be far away from this match.
Of course.
And in a special attraction, 6-man tag team, the
Oh, no
Shot
way.
Callers and Big Rel taking on the Silk City Kings and AGIF.
Interesting.
Yeah. And
Shot callers.
also,
Yeah, shot callers get a little measure of revenge against Agif there, like in person and in his face.
And we get to see if these guys can go.
Yeah.
And then also a women's match, as we currently do not have a women's champion. You know, this could be set in the stage as one of these women could jump up front to possibly be in line for that championship. As of announcements at the moment, speculating, with Britt Blake taking on Vita Von Star.
Not familiar with Britt, but Vita really impressed me last show.
Yeah.
Last show that she was at.
Yeah. Hopefully Britt has been doing some good training with some good people, because Vita's going to put her in some knots.
Oh, and then we also, I forgot I had this one off to the side because I couldn't upload any more there. Boom Harden will also be making his return to PWU on the 20th.
Here comes the boom.
Best tactical wrestler in Jersey.
Absolutely.
Self-proclaimed, but
Now I guess
he's
we're proclaiming it
impressive.
too.
But yeah, I guess we should start talking about some of these SPO matches, huh?
Let's do it. Let's get in depth here a little bit.
So let's start off with this three-way dance.
Yeah.
I believe I saw a comment in here about Stife looking very excited.
Let me find it for you. Because I saw it too. And now I can't find it. Go figure.
Of course. But yeah, anyway, Stife, he always looks that excited. Like you
Yeah.
see him in person, he's got that look on his face too.
Yeah.
That's just him. That's that dude.
Same
He's
with
got
Ryan
that
O'Neal.
energy. Yeah, Ryan O'Neal, we haven't seen him since April in his match against Jordan Oliver, where he impressed the hell out of everybody. All three of us gave that one match of the night. And it was our first time ever seeing Ryan. Jordan, it was his first match back that we got to see after his ACL tear.
I believe overall second match back, but it was his first match back with SPO at the time. Yeah.
Yes, correct. So, yeah, that was a hell of a match there. We get to see both of those guys. Brian O'Neal specifically here, though, he impressed the hell out of me seeing him in person that time. We've seen everything online that he's been going around doing, GCW, probably most notable among that, but he has been all over the place just making his mark and getting his name known. BJ, what do you see Ryan showing us now that we didn't get to see back in April?
I mean, I don't know. It's also it's a three-way match as compared to a one-on-one. So there's always that no recovery time. You always got to be looking over your shoulder. There's always someone waiting. So it's a different situation altogether. But we know what he's capable of, and Junie has a similar style. He does all the flippy stuff. He's all over the place too. Maybe a little bit more technical, but all three of these guys, I mean, it's going to look like just throwing a handful of bouncy balls into an aquarium.
Yeah. Yeah, we know Stife is not averse to jumping off of ropes himself, and we've seen Ryan just going crazy, and BJ has just testified to Junie's credentials there. DG, how much of the mat do you actually see getting used during this whole thing?
You know what? After what we saw in April with Flying Ryan O'Neal and Jordan Oliver, they did, we saw as much high flying as we saw work on the mat. So I think Ryan can do both. But if you're looking at this, I would expect Junie Underwood and Flying Ryan to be more of the high flyers, to where I would compare Stife at this point as putting Dean Malenko in the ring in WCW with Rey Mysterio and Juventud Guerrera.
Okay. See that as a comparison.
Well, we're talking about the guy who will probably be more wanting to keep his feet on the mat.
Most grounded, yes.
I was impressed the last time with Flying Ryan. I honestly expect to be impressed again, and I hope that we get to see him more.
That match, he started out with a cheering section, and by the end of the match, it was like everybody was standing up and clapping for him. It was amazing.
I would hope it would get to a point where somewhere's down the road we could see him jump ship to PWU, and we see a match with maybe him and the Flip.
That would be
a battle of two high flyers, because that's another person who I've only saw once. It was the last show of the year for him and impressed me, and I can't wait to see what he does next.
We don't have enough footage of that cutter, do we?
No, we do not.
That was next level.
Or not the cutter. What did he do?
The twisting cutter, yeah.
Yeah, it was a cutter.
Rope.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, that was definitely something where we would all get called marks for popping as we did for it, right? And also, just so everybody knows, these Friday shows, every week they happen. 8 big matches, 4 from Lineage, 4 from SPO, $10 to get in the door, or you can ask about monthly event passes, so you don't have to pay $10 at the door, and probably save yourself some money in the process.
Even better value.
Hey, what's up there?
Honestly, what else are you doing on a Friday night for $10 that's going to be this much fun? Seriously.
Yeah, right?
But yeah, so might as well, for fun. I'm not going to keep track of them or anything. Who you got winning this? And we also have to take into account that Angel Orsini could be in Stife's corner.
Right.
Well, I would assume that she is. That would be logical considering that he is the benefactor of her services currently.
Yeah.
So I honestly, I'm going with Ryan O'Neal. He is one that I'm familiar with there. I've seen his skill set. I've seen his growth and development over the course of this past year. And I feel like he's just keeping it going. I feel like this is another spot for him to shine, and I feel like he's going to take it.
You know what? That's my pick as well. And when we first saw the kid, he was what 20 some matches in, if that.
Yeah, barely.
And yeah, and now look at everything he's doing. Just from that launching point of that was the best. Honestly, that could potentially be my match of the year for what we've seen between SPO and PWU. In all honesty,
it's right up there.
Yeah,
real high up there.
I think my top 3 all comes from that show, ironically enough.
I'm going to go Flying Ryan as well, but a big part of me is thinking somehow Stife pulls this off. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go Stife.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, since we talked about Flying Ryan, we should talk about his opponent from April now, I guess. And one of our favorite guests to have on this show, to be perfectly honest. Billboard, Billy Gold, taking on, now known as The Brain, Jordan Oliver.
Half of Busta and The Brain from, they are tag champions. Do not get that twisted. Jordan Oliver is a champion, but he's going up against someone who is a bigger champion in Billboard Billy Gold.
Yeah, so. Him and Alec Price, myself and Chef, we saw at the Gathering win the JCW Tag Team Championships from the Brothers of Funstruction.
Unfortunately, that was on behalf of GCW at the time. So, GCW got a little bit of upper hand there on JCW, but got rectified eventually.
And then I think they won them back, and then there's been so much stuff going on. I catch JCW when I can. If not, I usually find a rundown for it or something. This is going to be an interesting match. I've kind of seen a bit of a back and forth that I may have inadvertently started on a Jordan Oliver post where he was talking about promoting the match, and I was like, you shouldn't sleep on Billy Gold. He's good. And they kind of started going back and forth in said comment thread.
Nice. Okay. All right. Stir that pot, DG.
But speaking of stirring pots, Ryan Nemeth, if you ever see this, step your game up. And you looked great in that turkey outfit on Impact during Thanksgiving.
Keeping that old IG feud with Ryan Nemeth going, eh?
Somebody has to. He's not.
Fair.
So yeah, BJ, who do you have in this match?
This one's an interesting clash of styles. Jordan Oliver can pretty much do everything, but he's fast. He can work technically. Billboard Billy Gold's just a powerhouse, man. It's not that that's all he can do, but we're talking strength versus kind of just balance. A big part of me is thinking Jordan Oliver. I mean, he's very established right now. He's just having an amazing career at such a young age and everything. But there's no way I'm betting against Billboard Bill Gold.
Well, yeah, I love Billboard Bill. He is an awesome guy. We know that he is one of our favorites here. Oh, thank you, Tara. Appreciate that. I got some Fago dreaming as a just quick aside there. But anyway, back to this. You know where I'm going with this when I started a statement this way. I love you, Billy, but Jordan Oliver is called the Brain for a reason in Bust and the Brain. He is a smart guy. You cannot underestimate his mind. He's going to come in there with a game plan designed to deal with Billy's size and his power. Billboard Bill, he's got all of that, but he's still a little more green than Jordan Oliver is, if we're going to get real about it. He's a champion. Nothing taken away from that at all. But we are talking about Jordan Oliver here, who has years of experience. He has got championships under his belt, not just one. He's got multiple. He knows how to win matches. Smart guy. Jordan Oliver comes in there with a plan, and he gets it executed. And I'm sorry, Billy, but you're taking the L here.
Oh, wait. I hit the wrong one.
That's Billboard, BJ, and DG Talk Gold.
I wasn't even mentioned in that.
Well, technically, your name's not even mentioned in the title.
Yeah. I have someone that complains to me about that all the time, but
I've been trying to come up with ways to fit it in there, and none of it sounds right in my head or even to pitch. But that's another story for another time at the moment.
What? We can get to it. It's not urgent. Yeah. We'll brainstorm.
I just like being a third wheel.
Oh man. So
makes it a tricycle.
So how about BJ and DG Talk Wrestling and sometimes
Well, you know what? I need a moment. So you know what? Just for giggles, I'm playing his intro because I absolutely love it.
Let's do it.
It's my Y Heavyweight Champion, Big Billy Gold. You're watching BJ and DG Talk Wrestling, and that's gold. That's Billboard Billy Gold, and this is gold. This is Billboard BJ and DG Talks Gold.
I love it.
As I said, I love you, Billy, but you're coming up against the Brain here. I'm sorry, but Jordan Oliver, he's going to come in with a plan. You got to have every one of your wits about you, plus some at this point, if you're expecting to try and win this one, Billy.
Yeah, I know he's going to feel that gold rush.
Yeah. You know what? I said I am the tiebreaker here.
You are.
And, as it said in the video, this is Billboard Billy Gold, BJ and DG Talk Gold. So, man, Jordan Oliver's never been on our show. So, on that basis, I am picking Billboard Billy Gold to win.
And he politely declined when I asked him.
Wow, damn. You just made a pin drop moment happen there. Way to be, man.
I'm just saying, he was approached and said no.
And everybody, thank you for tuning in tonight. It was a marvelous show.
Hey, honestly, I can't blame Jordan Oliver for saying no. He's a busy man. He's got big things going on,
I mean, let's talk about
his reason was just he didn't want to.
I mean, that's fair.
I said, well, thank you for your honesty.
So, let's see. What do we have up next here? We'll do the SPO stuff, and then we'll shift over to Lineage.
Sure.
So let me. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 matches this week instead of the usual 8. So we have a bonus match.
Fun. Bonus match.
You're right.
So let's talk about the rematch from the last show next. Charlie Tiger versus Violence.
Charlie Tiger and Violence. Oh, you mean an actual physical person, not just actual violence that Charlie Tiger likes to hang out with anyway. So yeah, this is a rematch of one that we saw a couple weeks ago. It was a fairly violent match. DG, what did you see from your perspective in that first match, and how do you think it's going to transfer over into this one?
I think we're going to see the exact same type of match. I don't think we see much change per se, besides the fact that Violence might have a little bit more of a heads up this time on Charlie Tiger trying to use cheap tactics to win. I kind of hope this is more than just a rematch. It leads to some type of other special stipulation match at some point. Because, as I said when we first, a couple weeks ago, talked about that match, that show wasn't the first time I saw Violence in action. The first time I saw him in action was in a chain match that went all over a gymnasium, with Frankie Picard.
Oh, nice.
Get over here.
Did you play in Mortal Kombat?
No. She's talking to the dog. Who's
So, yes,
being a
playing
pain
Mortal
in the
Kombat.
arse right now because she knows she's doing wrong.
Come on, Khaleesi.
Animal sometimes, I swear.
Hey, still quieter than Barry.
Sorry about that.
Mark. But that's a Kevin Smith Mark moment, so I'll allow it. Tara in the chat has Charlie Tiger. She also, just to go back real quick, picked Jordan Oliver and also picked Fly Ride. But she does not have a pick in here. Oh, yeah, yes, she does. Forget. I'm just not fully here at the moment. But let's see. What we got?
We can see that you're not fully here.
I wonder who she's going to pick with JP versus Pat Diamond.
Oh, we already know that she's picking JP. Like, is that even a discussion?
Spoilers.
All right, should we just do that match now? Because we all know where I stand on title versus title match.
Well, no, we are in the middle of talking about Charlie Tiger and Violence. Yeah, let's stay right on track here.
So, I'm going to go with Violence on this one just because I want there to be a third match.
Yeah, Violence gets the win back.
All right, I'm going to go with you two, and I pick Violence.
Charlie has
Tara,
to stop
if you're in
wrestling
the
so
chat,
much.
who do you... Oh, Charlie Tiger. She already picked that. Okay.
You pointed her out first.
Charlie has to focus less on wrestling right now and more on that ice cream eating contest, or ice cream sandwich eating contest.
But, all right.
I know I'm going to end up sticky by the end of that.
Put me in catering, please.
I mean, you got to give the people what they want, especially if you ask Excalibur and AEW. Our next match we are talking about will be the SPO Championship match with Alex Rivera, the champion, defending against Martin Hughes of Catchpoint.
He's fought this hard for this long to get to this point. There's no way he's losing this title right now. Alex is a beast, and he's not losing to the guy he beat in the first round of the tournament.
I mean, you think that, but there's a thing called adjustments and a second half and stuff like that. You know, people go in, they coach themselves up, they train a little bit harder, they come in with a new game plan, make tweaks, and you come out with a different result. So,
I mean, this is the guy we saw most recently take a Santa Stunner.
I mean, let's put this into perspective. A month ago, when we started talking about the tournament, and we just looked at the first round of matches with no brackets, the first thing we said when we talked about Hughes and Rivera was we could have seen that as the finals if it had broken down differently. So now we're seeing the rematch, and let's just remember who's the main trainer at Catchpoint? Drew Gulak.
Mm-hmm.
If he goes to, hey man, I need some extra Drew Gulak's an ass kicker.
Yeah.
Martin Hughes, we've seen also an ass kicker. I do, as Chef said, expect him to come in with a different game plan. But at the same time, the heart of Alex Rivera, and even if you go look on our YouTube page in our shorts or on our Instagram page, we had played the video, I believe, last week or 2 weeks ago after the big win, and we got a moment to have exclusive comments with him. Since then, he has also posted a couple other clips on his social media. And you know what? I don't see him losing in his first title defense.
No, man, he's just fire.
All right.
All right.
I guess it comes to me to play devil's advocate, and I've already made my points there. Drew Gulak is going to help Martin put together a new game plan. They're going to come in with something that Alex potentially will not have seen before. So, and you know what? I'm going to say it. Alex, he may have all the heart, but I feel like there's going to be a new game plan and a new champion in Martin Hughes.
Okay. Tara also picking Martin Hughes in the chat.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with Alex here. I just don't see it happening so quick.
Especially in his first defense.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen people lose in their first defense 5 minutes after they've won it.
Though. It's a brand new title. Well,
thank you thank you for grudging up that memory there of me getting to see Too Cold Scorpio win a championship and have Channing Decker steal it from him just as quick. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that was.
You're welcome. Yeah, I know. I was there too. I saw it happen in front of my own eyes too.
And that wasn't the only Money in the Bank cash-in we saw that night.
No, but I'm just saying it happens.
Style, man.
You might not want it to happen, but first defense losses happen. I feel like this could just be. And hey, there's no saying that Alex can't come back and try to get his title back off of Martin at another time.
I just don't think that if Martin Hughes couldn't do it in the first round of the tournament when that championship wasn't necessarily on the line, you were fighting to get to that match, but he was one of the few people who put up a true fight against Alex. But I'm going Alex here. I think Martin Hughes will work his way back there, and we could still see him with that championship. It's not his time right now.
All right.
Yes, they
$10 at the door.
As Tara answered. And if you're also interested, they do monthly passes as well, and tickets are only $10 at the door.
Yeah, super affordable shows. You get 8 matches for $10. I mean,
it's $1.25 a match.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this week there's 9.
So that's even less.
Bonus.
Plus, 11 a match.
Yeah, plus a contract signing.
And it's a nice, intimate environment. You're not miles away, excuse me. Yeah, you're right there in front of the action.
All right. My obvious pick of something I think I should save for last. Let's talk about some of the lineage matches now that will be happening.
Sure.
Oliver taking on Clockwork Dylan Shaw. Dylan Shaw we saw for the first time at the last show.
Right. And then Oliver we've seen a couple times.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember if we'd seen him before or not.
We have, yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not familiar enough with Yes, that's right. Big Billy Gold in the chat.
Oh, Mawa champion, Big Billy Gold. Which, by the way, Billy, just so you know, 2/3 of us in this group picked you, and both of our names are on the show. Just so you know.
Why?
Why? Because maybe I want to see you take a black hole slam. I don't know. You told me to stir the pot, so I was stirring the pot.
Man, wrong pot.
Where were we? I'm sorry.
This is where we were. Oliver taking on Clockwork Dylan Shaw.
Yeah, I've only seen Oliver maybe twice in Clockwork Dylan Shaw, just the last show. I don't know. I haven't seen enough of these guys to really, know much about them.
Dylan, I know he was in pro wrestling years ago, and then he just got back, I think, a year or two ago into it. But good guy, and he had a great match with Saul at the last show.
Yeah.
That was
I know
it was a short
we've
match.
seen a lot of successful returns to wrestling in SPO.
Oh yeah.
So
Rick
I know
Blade, Kid Legend.
Yeah, sure. What and having one more sounds like it could be a recipe for success to me.
Okay. Big Billy Gold, Oliver the Stud, former WER1 Omega champion. All right. Yeah, I've only seen him a couple times. He's I've only been to a couple of the Friday nights.
Yeah. So who do you have, BJ? Since you're one of the people familiar with him.
No contest.
If that's your pick, I'll allow it.
I honestly, I have no idea. It's a 50-50. Go Oliver.
Yeah, I'm going with Big Billy Gold on this one, and if he's saying Oliver's a stud, who am I to argue with that? I'll go with Oliver.
He's got Billy Gold's endorsement. Yeah.
You know, Oliver might be a stud, but you know what? I feel like Dylan Shaw has a little bit to prove after a great outing with Saul and wants to prove that he belongs. Okay. So I think he might pick up that win there.
All right.
You have anything to chime in here on this one, Chef?
No, nothing really. I've got nothing extra here. What was the next match that we've got?
Well, she used to like Johnny, and she likes Tommy.
I felt like that comment fit that photo.
Oh yeah.
So next on the list,
yes, sir.
You know, I'd like to talk about some tag team action. High Fashion taking on the Show Dogs.
We've seen a lot of these guys lately, more so with the Show Dogs, both in individual and tag team matches. But we have also seen Sebastian in solo matches and many tag team matches with High Fashion. These two teams are young, hungry, full of energy, and I mean, this could be a match of the night candidate.
The thing that I know most about High Fashion is they seem to like to antagonize people. So that seems to be one of their main offensive tactics is a little bit of psychological antagonization of their opponents. So
antagonist, I admit, I can't even say that. Never mind.
But anyway, yes, that. I'm not really familiar with the other team there, but yeah, High Fashion, I know that they like playing the mind games, and they're good at it. So I feel like they might have a little bit of an edge there that could give them the edge to victory in this match.
For me, High Fashion, I'm a fan of them. I think they're a good team. The Show Dogs, I'm a fan of them individually just as much I'm a fan of them as a team. In this match, I think the Show Dogs pick it up.
Yeah, this is a really tough one.
And you're the tiebreaker.
I know. I'm going to go High Fashion.
All right.
All right.
Bonus, will there be a handshake before the match?
Yes.
There won't be a real handshake. There will be some sort of a psychologically fake out handshake coming.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to be an earnest handshake.
Okay.
You know, I think if not before the match, I think there'll be a handshake after the match. Because it does seem like even high fashion, a team that likes to antagonize and get in their opponent's head after the match, they typically do show respect to somebody they
Yeah,
might not
true.
necessarily have beef with and be in that intense feud with.
Sure. Yeah, I'm saying before the match, there will not be an earnest handshake. There may be one after, but not before.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
What's up next?
Brian Murphy taking on the Italian Take with Cowboy Pete Carter in his corner. We've seen both these guys in action since the return of SPO. Both guys are impressive.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to go with Brian Murphy on this one. I just haven't seen enough from the Italian Tank. Like, he's big, but I haven't really seen much of what he can do, you know?
I've seen a bit of what he can do. And we saw him at the SSP show.
Right, well, yeah.
And usually when we've seen him in tag team action.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the Italian Tank, he's going to be coming in there with an attitude, especially when he's got his manager with him. So I think
Well,
he's going
not
to have
just
a
his
little
manager.
Yeah.
He'll have Pete's posse with him.
Okay. So
that is another possibility. Pete's posse might not be far behind.
Yeah. So for that reason, I'm going with the Italian Tank. Yeah. Feel like he's going to be coming with all his Goombas.
See, you said that, and it took me to the original 1993 Mario Brothers movie, where the Mario Brothers are in the elevator with all the Goombas, and they got them all dancing to the elevator music.
Well, then you're welcome.
Yes, I appreciate that movie regardless of how bad it is. It's so bad, it's actually good. It has plenty of memorable moments. My dog apparently disagrees with me.
And she was nowhere near alive at that point.
Nope. Nope. But in this match, I think I'm going to take Brian Murphy as well.
All right.
So, anything else to add to this?
We got some heat in the chat here.
If you're an OG backseat girl, then why do you cheer for a couple of little boys that stabbed an original backseat boy in the back? Yo, look, listen, if y'all want to have this out, I will send the link to both of y'all, and you can do it right here on the air right now, and I will drop the rest of what's going on today and allow this to happen live on the air.
Ooh. Well, we do have the whole match with JP yet to come for our discussion. But we got two more to get to before that, though.
Yes, we do have a couple more matches to talk about. Let me see here. So I've been kind of jumping around on the graphics now. Actually, we have one more to talk about before that.
All right.
So, Papa Juice, one half of Controlled Chaos, taking on Caleb Wolf, one half of Broad Street Bullies.
Yeah, this should be a really good one. Rematch, partial rematch from last show, which wasn't last week.
Can we get clarification on what that means? What?
Do it. She wants you to send her the link.
Yeah.
Hey, Rick, are you down to come on the show and let this debate happen? While we are waiting for the comment, let's get this out of the way. I'm looking forward to this match. I think Papa Juice wins because Controlled Chaos individually or as a team are legitly that good.
They really are, and I just haven't seen much of Wolf, but last show I didn't see enough out of him to think that he could beat Papa Juice one-on-one.
But I think he could give him a fight.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's wrestling, man. Anyone can give anyone a fight.
Rick Blade always at the gym.
You know how much I want
we've
to give
seen
you
his
the
workout
finger
regimen.
point approval, unfortunately, that this can't happen on the air. So here's what we need. At the
He's got a
next
regimen.
at the next PWU show, I would like to sit you both down and record this debate. I will have my laptop with me, and I will have it the show here on the air on our review show for that.
I like it.
If you guys are down to do it, because why not? But yes, speaking now of backseats, we might as well just get to it of what this is all about, right? A battle of PWU champions in a title versus title match. Skywalker champion Pat Dynamite coming off his big hair versus hair win against Declan Grant, taking on the world champion Justified JP Grayson, coming off his wins of a fatal 4-way and a one-on-one match with Ruckus of Blackout.
Pat Dynamite wins by DQ.
So, yeah, that means no titles change hands either way.
Yeah. Dynamite wins by DQ due to Declan Grant interference.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, Declan Grant interference is always a risk with any Pat Dynamite match.
Old-headed Declan Grant.
Yeah. Yeah. We know that, JP Angel Orsini is going to be in the building. She's probably going to be coming out with JP. Sounds to me like JP is going to have a stacked deck, more or less, in his favor.
When hasn't he had the deck stacked with him at the moment between Dewey and Angel alone?
Yeah, there's Dewey. We don't know if Dewey's going to be there on Friday night. He very well could be, which is another card in JP's pocket.
Helter may be there. Tommy,
I wish, man. I wish. But right now, it doesn't look like we won't be seeing Tasha anytime soon.
Yeah, Tasha.
After she got stripped of the title, was not very happy about that. So, we'll see. We'll see how things play out there.
And so, Chef, who do you have in this before I give my obvious pick that nobody's going to like?
Oh, I know what your obvious pick is that nobody's going to like, because I was thinking that it is too obvious as the way this match finishes. A no contest finish is totally logical here, but I don't feel like this is a no finish match. This match feels like it gets a finish. It probably by shenanigans, some way, some hook or some crook, there's going to be a finish in this match, I feel. And I don't think Pat Dynamite's going to like JP Grayson walking out with 2 belts over his shoulders.
Well, after all that, I am going no contest. Because we've seen it once before already. So go back a little bit. One of the first SPO shows saw, or was it the first PWU studio session? Pat Dynamite and Rick Blade. Title.
Was that at the casino?
That was studio session.
That was studio, the first studio session.
So that was the PWU return.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what a great match that was. There's a lot of enemies JP has made recently. A lot more than Pat, to where we pretty much had Declan Grant. I think that Declan Grant don't want none of that heat right now with Pat after what happened.
Not much more to shave.
I don't know if he's going to show his bald head for a while.
I mean, unless he's going to put that beard up on the line.
I wish he would.
Oh, that would have been so great. Beard, eyebrows, everything gone.
So you're picking the no contest. I'm picking JP to walk out with 2 belts. BJ is picking Pat to win, but no belts to change hands because DQ.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't see a winner in this one. And if there is a winner by disqualification, in all honesty, I think it's going to be JP. I think whatever happens, it'll be what enemies JP has made already coming out for him. Like, as Rick Blade said in the chat.
Yeah.
That
Johnny.
Who stabbed. And Johnny
we know
will
is going to be in the house.
Yeah, Johnny's going to be in the house. For all we know, we could see somebody new step up to the plate.
Well, we have to assume Tommy's going to be there for JP.
Skills and Face have said they're going to be there.
Yeah.
Let's just say that maybe we could see something to where maybe Face kind of might want to go after that Skywalker championship. I mean, Pat wasn't far off from beating him for the title the one time.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
There's a lot that can happen along the way currently. But if there is a disqualification win, JP gets it. Otherwise, it's a no contest. No titles change hands. And there's probably going to be some chicanery along the way.
All right. So we have two of you with no titles changing hands, and I'm saying JP walks out with 2 belts.
And of course, if you would like to be there live to see all this at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy, 22 King Street in Mount Holly, New Jersey.
Historic Mount Holly.
It's only $10 to get in the door to see all this great action. And these shows are great week in and week out. And you can also ask about monthly event passes if you want to make sure you don't miss a show.
I don't miss a show.
Tara says she might even show up. Who knows?
I'll have to remember my earplugs.
Oh boy. But yeah,
I got to bring them anyway, sitting next to you know who.
So yeah, we'll run back down the card real quick, and then I guess we'll talk about some of the other stuff that has happened this year.
Let's do.
We have Johnny Cashmere returning. And then, interesting enough, going over that graphic, Skills and Face say they will be there, and they have a bone to pick. Especially with management after Face being banned from the building. But, as we do know from the last PWU show, that Face was able to petition and get him on that card. So, did that also spill over to bringing him back to SPO? Oh, it's a JP match, so I'm sure there's going to be a low blow and him using the belts as a weapon and someone interfering on his behalf and dancing like a male stripper. All right, so Rick Blade just booked the entire match.
All right, guys, go ahead out there.
You guys got 10 minutes.
Are you kidding? It's the main event. 12 minutes.
All right, look, the best I can do is 10 minutes and 45 seconds, including entrances.
Oh, what? Someone didn't show up? 13 minutes.
All right, well, now if somebody doesn't show up, then they can get to 13, okay? And we have Tarzan Duran returning as well.
Yes.
Dagumar, Angel Orsini.
Yeah.
Can only imagine she'll be with Stife and JP.
Yep. Wrestling Cinematic Genius, Jay George, making his return.
Who wasn't as injured as we all thought, I guess.
Well, good for him.
Yeah. We got the contract signing between the South American GOAT, Pedro Pablo, and Blackout's own Arabi Illuminati.
I don't know what's going to happen, but I know it's going to be entertaining.
Well, the one thing I can say for sure, knowing Robbie, he's going to have a lot to say.
Yeah, he always does.
It's probably going to be
even when you randomly run into him on the street.
Yeah, that happens.
Yep.
Can confirm.
Yep. And then we have the three-way dance with Junie Underwood, Stife, and Flying Ryan O'Neal.
That's going to be amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Billboard Billy Gold taking on the
Yes.
Brain Jordan Oliver. And
Speaking of
Jordan
amazing.
Oliver's SPO return. The last match he had for SPO was back in April after coming back from injury.
Yeah, that was Flying Ryan.
Yep. We have Oliver taking on Clockwork Dylan Shaw. Brian Murphy versus the Italian Tank with Cowboy Pete Carter in his corner. One half of Controlled Chaos, Papa Juice, taking on one half of the Broad Street Bullies, Caleb Wolf. In a rematch from the last SPO Live event, Charlie Tiger versus Violence. Which, I'm a huge fan of both these guys.
Yeah.
Just keep sending them out there to fight. That's all I ask. We have High Fashion taking on the Show Dogs in tag team action. We have, for the SPO Heavyweight Championship, champion Alex Rivera taking on challenger Martin Hughes from Catchpoint, who had faced off, as we said earlier, in the first round of the SPO Heavyweight title tournament. And then, title versus title. Skywalker champion Pat Dynamite taking on world champion Justified J.P. Grayson. And as I said before, all this is happening at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy, 22 King Street, Mount Holly, New Jersey. Tickets are only $10. Doors open at 6:30. At least 2/3 of us will be there.
Yeah, one of these Friday nights I'll be on vacation and actually able to make it.
But he always watches on YouTube.
I do. Yes, I do.
So, shall we get to the other stuff we've seen earlier this year?
Sure.
Take us back.
Take it all the way back. Diddly-doo, diddly-doo, diddly-doo.
So, why don't you start us off there, Chef? Some things that stuck out to you this year.
Well, definitely the shows at Harrah's that SPO ran. We got to see some great wrestling there. We had that ice storm that we had to drive through to get to that one back in February.
Yeah.
And then which actually turned out not to be too bad as far as the weather. And by the time we were going home, it actually changed over to actual rain. So all good. And then, April, we got some awesome matches then, including what is potentially our match of the year in the Federation with Flying Ryan and Jordan Oliver. Obviously, DG and I got to make our trip out to the Gathering of the Juggalos this August and got the 2-night war between JCW and GCW. Lots of great stuff we got to see at both nights there. So,
that was absolutely an amazing time.
Yeah. Besides all the music and everything that we got to, just that whole experience, those 2 nights of wrestling that we got were absolutely beautiful. The move to the Pro Wrestling Star Academy for SPO and PWU coming back. Just everything that's happened since September. Yeah.
It's just been a blur of amazingness.
Yeah.
Like every week, another amazing thing is happening.
Yeah. And now there's weekly shows happening there every Friday night. So,
how far has this company come since we started going to the Mitchell Firehouse in Burlington?
Oh, man.
That was 2024. They just started in 2024.
Well, the end of 2023.
Yeah, their last show was New Year's Eve.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, technically December 2023, sure, but realistically, it's 2024. So for a company that's just coming up on their second birthday, this is a hell of a growth curve that they've had.
It's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, SPO.
Yes, tomorrow. Happy birthday, SPO. So,
You're two.
wow.
So,
You know what
in
they say about
wrestling
the terrible
years,
twos,
yeah.
right?
So in
Yep.
wrestling years, that's like 170.
Oh yeah, in indie wrestling years, yeah.
Yeah, yes, but Spo still has plenty of bumps left on that bump card. So,
Oh, absolutely. And like the talent just keeps getting younger and better. It's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah. So
Wow.
yeah, this has been a fun ride, and I'm definitely looking forward to see what 2026 has to bring.
I mean, we've seen a lot of great stuff happen this year. We saw Rick Blade capture the Gold Skywalker Championship and become world champion. We saw on that same
Which
show
spawned a
Pat
meme.
Dynamite. Yes, but then we also got to see Pat Dynamite win the Silver Skywalker Championship. We saw the return of wrestling for Kid Legend, who we've gotten to have on the show a couple times. We even got to interview him on Spocast when that was still going, which I absolutely miss watching Spocast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, things aren't the same now. Like the relationship between Johnny and Tommy and JP isn't the same. I mean, I'm sure it would still be great, but you know, without those two, it would be a little different.
Yeah. Now you got us three schlubs talking about SPO instead.
Yeah, don't have us on, please.
No, please have us on. I mean, well, another moment we have to talk about for this year.
Oh, us winning the PWU Tag Team Championship, or sorry, the Skywalker Tag Team Championship.
Yeah, you got to win them by just literally picking them up.
No, we posed for a couple seconds.
Yeah, okay. So once I took the picture, it was official.
Then they were officially ours.
Got it. Yes. Once the ref takes the picture, done.
Yeah. That's like you raising our hand. Hey, what's up, homie?
We're here just talking about moments of 2025.
If anyone in the chat has any moments that they'd like to share, please feel free.
One of my
everybody, please.
Yeah, one of my favorite things that happened this year was getting to meet Gilbert. I believe that was that the beginning of this year? Or was that the end of last year?
That was February.
Yep. I'll be right back.
Yeah, and getting to see him spear somebody live.
No, my favorite was getting to sit there and talk to him for like a half hour about how everything with his WWE career and being light heavyweight champion and stuff like that. Yes, mine is currently put away.
And if I'm not mistaken, he knew who you were.
Yes, he did know who I was.
Which is so weird.
He didn't know me, and I needed to spell chef for him.
I mean, we also had that exact same moment happen with Drew Gulak.
Yeah, Drew Gulak, where it was like, nice meeting you. And I all of me wanted to be like, we've actually met before. But I was just kind of like, you too.
But he remembered me.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that random meeting, Drew Gulak, when he was showing up at that one show in July of 24.
Yeah, in Gloucester.
Yep.
Meeting James Ellsworth this year was very unremarkable.
Willie Mack.
He was amazing.
Yeah, and meeting Willie Mack at the Gathering for a second time in the wild was so amazing.
Which I absolutely love that story, considering the fact that as we're leaving our campsite, he sees somebody the day before that he thought. No, it was the same day. It was that morning.
No, it was the day before.
Was it? I thought it was the same morning because it was later on that day.
Day before, leaving the campsite, saw a guy I thought was Willie Mack and started talking to him. He's like, wait, you think I'm Willie Mack? And he's just like, starts laughing. He's like, it's no problem. It happens all the time. It was not his first time that someone thought he was Willie Mack. And then we're walking around deeper into the Gathering next day. And there's the actual Willie Mack, and we stopped, talked to him, and I had his pin that I had purchased from the show that I'd met him at before, and he was impressed that I had the pin and was actually sporting it on a regular basis. So I got tapped up for that. So big ups to the chocolate juggalo Willie Mack.
We have a worst moment of the year in the chat when they stripped Tasha of the women's championship. Well,
Yeah.
she shouldn't try calling out the GM. You don't call out the people with power.
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely mixed emotions on my part. I enjoyed seeing Tosh compete, but seeing the way that she's behaved the last few times that she showed up in SPO, I guess maybe working with the other people that she's working with outside of there has gotten into her head, and she had some comments and some choice words for and about Mount Holly and the SPO fans, and I don't know.
Just to be clear, she wasn't wrong about the town of Mount Holly. I'm just saying.
Okay, all right, that's an opinion that's fair to have, but yeah, I mean, if you're a professional trying to make money in an area, you generally don't express those feelings, and I mean, you had to do what you had to do.
Yeah, the thing that sucks about it is that was the current longest reigning champion that we saw lose her title, being her own worst enemy.
Yeah, in a very inglorious fashion. That was the end of the longest title run so far.
Which is why I agreed with her on those comments, sir.
There's anyone who's seen it firsthand, I guess it's DG.
What did I miss?
You missed Tasha getting stripped of the title.
Okay. That's because I came and I saw Crumb's comment, and I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah. DG was seconding her comments about Mount Holly, and
I mean, she's not wrong.
No, there's some lovely little spots in Mount Holly.
I'm gonna make a homemade shirt where it's the next show. Tasha was right.
I dare you.
No, I mean, she's got bigger things on her plate right now. She just is too busy to make it back to Little Mount Holly, New Jersey.
So be it, I guess.
Yeah.
It was good that we had her, though.
No, it was amazing seeing her compete.
I mean, we talked about the show a little bit, but one big thing is the return of PWU this year.
Yes.
And how
they're what, 15 years away or 10 years away?
Something like that.
They were still active on the West Coast, but yeah, their first time coming back out east in 15 years.
Yeah, and every show's been absolutely amazing.
Oh my God.
And they sell out to where even standing room. So make sure if you're coming to a PWU show, you buy your tickets online, which you can go to pwunplugged.com, use promo code Ginger, save yourself some money, and come out and see some great independent wrestlings with some of the top stars today.
So much talent in PWU. Looking back, though, you got me thinking about Tasha. Her match with Ruthie, very, very good match. Mm-hmm. We saw her take on her match with Vita was really good.
Her and Christina Marie was good when she won the championship.
Right. Oh yeah. That was a great match.
That was last November.
That was
the same show that I believe had Pat Dynamite and Face for the Gold Skywalker Championship.
Yeah, okay.
Yep, that first hour show.
Like this, and then Jordan Oliver and Flying Ryan O'Neal.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harris, pretty good show going on. Oh, no, sorry. Speaking of Harris, pretty good show going on there at the end of January.
Yes, there is. Which I know I have the graphic somewhere because I just saw it recently in my phone.
And some of our friends are going to be in the house.
Yep. So, All right, you got the graphic, or should we just go ahead and start talking about it?
So, Harrah's in Philly. Was it the 31st?
Yes.
January 31st. Rick Blade will be making his debut and having his first match outside of SPO or PWU for GCW, taking on Joey Janela.
Massive match. Awesome.
Especially after a couple shows ago, what those two were going through outside of the ring while the match was happening.
They were literally going through doors.
Yeah. No, that's going to be insane. I don't even need to see the rest of the card on there.
Sold.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Like $30 for that match? Okay.
Shut up
I
and
spent
take
90.
my money.
I spent 90 to Uber here round trip. But cool, yeah, let's do that. But that's not all you're getting. That's just going to be the reason I go. I don't know. Let's what else is going on? Is there any more of the card announced for that? Because that would be a great show.
I am sure Busta and the Brain will be on there.
Of course, yeah. I mean, they're the champions.
Give me a moment, and I will actually go look that up, because I think we've gone through that before. I just know I saw this graphic somewhere because I was going through stuff the other day.
So, but anyway, yeah. What other moments does anyone have that were noteworthy of the year, good or bad?
Rick Blade beating face for the title moments before our meme.
Yeah. Yes.
Amazing.
I mean, whether we agree with how he did it or not, with his brother going down, JP Grayson.
Just his whole ascension as a solo star this year.
Yes.
Simon Gotch and Rick Blade versus the Rep.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. I forgot that did happen this year.
Like, I forgot about the Rep for a while.
Man, talk about guys we want to see back in 2026. The Rep is right
absolutely.
up at the top of that list.
Yeah, no, I mean, the last show, they turned face and Primal Fear turned heel. It was like the whole world was flipped upside down, but it worked, and it was an amazing match, and the crowd just wanted more, and they haven't been seen since.
Neither one of them.
No, well, Primal Fear, yeah, I know they've been active. I've seen those. I've been to a couple of shows in Gloucester, but haven't even heard of Rep being booked anywhere. Nice.
So there's the graphic, the date, just the one of him, but yes.
Nice. Looking good on that graphic, Rick.
Oh yeah, GCW debut. Let's go.
But yeah, there's just been so many cool moments this year. Another match that sticks out to me from one of the Harrah shows, JP versus Griffin McCoy.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
And on that same card, Homeless Vaughn in the dumpster match against oh my God, who was that?
That's a good question.
He's from Catch Point.
DG knows the answer. He's not sharing with the class.
Nope.
I know.
Because I want to see how long it takes him.
Kurt Robinson.
Yes.
There it is. Calculated Kurt.
Yeah, we were stuck behind him on the escalator, leaving that place.
Right.
A moment down pretty or off the scaffold.
Yeah, no, that was
Well, his match of the year, Johnny versus JP.
Okay. That yeah. Completely respectful.
Perfectly fair.
Yeah.
Honestly, my match of the year, Flying Ryan O'Neal and Jordan Oliver. That match lives rent free in my head. To be perfectly honest,
I'm gonna go with Gulak Gotch.
oh,
What, was
that was
that
on the
this
same
year?
card. Yeah, that was
this
on.
year.
Okay.
They followed up
Right.
Oliver
Okay.
and O'Neal after the intermission.
What an amazing show!
All right. So, well, I'm going to just, in the interest of picking something different from what you guys have picked, I'm going with Rick Blade versus Face when he took that gold championship.
Oh,
All right,
that
that's
that was
definitely
up
one of my
there.
moments.
I mean, that was up there for me. The same thing with the Skywalker Battle Royal with Pat Dynam winning the silver championship, which also included Kid Legend's return.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Just so many great moments. Like, it's hard to sit here and look through everything and just be like, okay, yeah, that happened, to where we're just like, all these shows are amazing. And I feel like if we looked long enough and wanted to get that picky, we could find something bad, but it really wouldn't be something bad. It would just be the thing that's at the bottom of the list of the good stuff.
Yeah. It sounds accurate.
You know, a lot of amazing shows this year. Now SPO is doing weekly shows. We have PWU doing the monthly shows. These guys are absolutely killing it right now across the board. Whether you're in the ring, you're a referee, you're a manager, or you're somebody in the back doing whatever it is you do. It's a great team, and I feel like we've always said that about SPO. And now even PWU. Is that whatever that attitude is in the back that us fans don't see,
it's felt.
Yeah, that camaraderie is still felt. Like, the lesser of egos, where everybody's like, yeah, I want to get myself over, but at the same time, we're a team.
Yeah, and it's about putting on the show for the fans, and you definitely feel that when you're at the SPO and PWU shows.
You know what? I don't think you're going to have an argument. Nobody's going to have an argument with this here.
Zero argument.
I don't know. I will compete with one off that same show, and that's Pat Dynamite superplexing Declan Grant through that table or through that door.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That flip was freaking crazy.
That flip was crazy, but that door, man.
Poor door.
It's interesting that we've been talking about like the year in review of SPO, and we haven't mentioned Velcro at all, or LeVar, for that matter.
Yeah, I wish I could talk more about Velcro, but we only saw him the one time recently, and I wish I could talk about the guy more. I want to see him doing this crazy stuff. Love the guy. I want to see more of him. Yeah, I also miss Homeless Vaughn. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And Primal Fear.
Yeah.
The
post game.
But I mean,
don't miss them so much.
Yeah, I don't really miss them. But everybody's still out there. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of them finding time in their schedule to come over to the Pro Wrestling Star Academy and put on that.
Yeah.
I mean, all these great matches we've seen, all these great moments, and it seems like even, at least for SPO, 2 years in, it's just the beginning still.
Yeah.
PWU returning. Just the beginning.
Yeah. Still on that upward trajectory. That's what's important. And keep going. Would love to see it.
Because what they're doing is absolutely amazing.
So I have 2 questions.
Okay.
One, what is your most likely to happen prediction for SPO/PWU in 2026? And 2, I already forgot 2.
Well, that escalated quickly.
what returns do you think we'll see? Or debuts, for that matter?
You know, I'll say this. Regardless if he's still SPO champion or not when it happens, I think we see Alex Rivera capture PWU gold before the end of 2026.
I like it.
Okay. I am looking forward to the return of Tommy Grayson. Yeah, that'll be coming this coming year. Is he going to have to play second fiddle to JP as a solo star now? Are they going to get back together? What's that?
Is he going to be the Jimmy to the J?
Yeah. What's going to happen there? Are they still going to be a tag team at that point? Is Tommy going to be the same wrestler that he was before he got hurt? If they are a tag team, will they be as dominant of a tag team as they were? If they're not a tag team anymore, is Tommy in JP's corner, or is he going against JP because of some kind of a jealousy of some factor? I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with Tommy in this coming year.
At some point, Pat Dynamite will hold the gold, and Billboard Bill Gold will hold the silver.
Oh, yeah, I could definitely see that. Just to go back to what Chef was saying real quick, I could see the back seats becoming like the two-man power trip and just holding all the gold in PWU. Maybe I think one thing, because we're starting to see the beginning of it. Do we see a full-blown return of the high five in a new version?
It seems likely at this point.
Yeah,
especially with the back seats at the head of it.
I mean, you throw in Face and Declan.
And just to throw in of how much crossover that we've already seen between SPO and PWU, could High Five capture all the gold between both brands and just become a dominant faction within SPO and PWU?
If Dewey has his way, then sure.
It's definitely a possibility. Yeah, I mean, it's not out of left field. It's what they do. They want all the gold.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure Dewey is going to be able to get everybody on the same page, and if he can get just a few more pieces in that group, round it out, get to that fifth person that he wants, that's going to be a dominant faction.
Well,
they could easily have all the gold they want.
Well, let's just remember, if I remember correctly, Jordan Oliver was a member of the group for a while until he got injured, and in the back seats, and
when he was attacked by ninjas.
And 500 ninjas or whatever attacked him.
That was kind of the start of the original High Five falling apart right there.
Yeah. Then Channing Decker went on to other things, which he's been absolutely killing it the past year. I would love to see. All right, so here's I think you kind of said
Speaking
returns,
of your rivalries.
Returns to this. Who's one team I would love to see return, and it's a dream match in my head I would love to see, is I would love to see Live Danger return and take on the Shot Callers.
Ooh.
That would be a hell of a match.
Ooh.
Live Danger
Two
were to
high energy face teams. Wow.
I wouldn't even mind seeing Live Danger going against SCK now again. Yeah, remember back in the old Mitchell days, they had a match back then. I'd like to see what that would look like now.
Oh, absolutely.
Or bring in the Rep to go against SCK. See if they can get those belts off them.
So I have a question for you guys now. Who's the breakout single star or tag team? You don't have to pick both. Who's been that breakout person for your people this year?
I'll pick both. My breakout tag team, the Shot Callers, no question. They started the year, just coming in on an upswing. They won multiple titles this year. They elevated themselves. They elevated their profile. they are my most improved tag team of the year. And as far as individual, I'm going with JP. The strides he's made as a singles competitor this year, you can't really argue with that. And everything that he's doing right now, I guess you got to say it's justified.
I think Billy Gold might have a point saying that we're talking gold here because that man's name keeps coming up.
No, he's a force.
Yeah.
Just a few names I've been very impressed with. Nazir has been amazing. Alex Rivera has just been absolutely dominant ever since.
Alex might be like my, in terms of just showing up at SPO and everything, a rookie of the year.
Sammy Reaper, honorable mention. I think way more highly of him now than I did the first time I saw him. But yeah, no, Big Board Bill Gold.
Hi guys, this is Sam Reaper, and you're watching BJ and DG Wrestling Talk Show.
Where did that come from?
I have no idea.
Apparently, he just, wanted to make sure that BJ knew he was paying attention.
Yeah. So I've been very impressed with Sam Reaper this year. Billboard Bill Gold, though, future legend. This guy.
As far as the women, I gotta say, Vita,
all of them.
All of them, but in particular, Vita Von Starp. She is coming up, and she's only got a few matches under her belt so far, but for as inexperienced as she is in this industry, she has got nothing but potential.
For the
this
women,
is someone to watch. Yeah, I feel like there is definitely a women's championship in her future.
For the women, for me, I'm going to be, even though her title reign started in 2024, I guess the female wrestler of the year for them, for me, would have to be Tasha Steelz, who held that championship well over a year. When it comes to breaking out, I do agree. Vita Von Star, even though she's
that was my point there. Yes, breakout.
I would also say Xena Zion.
I was going to say let's all keep an eye on Zenith next year.
Yes. Oh, she's going to be coming out hard next year.
Yeah.
And it just shows how much talent is in the pond of indie wrestling. If you were to consider the other big companies, the ocean, and this isn't a small pond by any means. Like we were just earlier when we were showing the match graphics. Vita Von Star, we're not fully familiar with Britt Blake, but we will be by the time the event comes. We've seen a lot of great stuff this year. We've seen good stuff from practically every single person that we see come through that curtain. Yeah. Like I said, like we look at this stuff, it's really hard. I have no argument with JP winning the world championship. I just have more of an argument of how he did it.
I'm disappointed Blade lost it, but JP got there.
Another one of my favorite just moments of the year, us finally seeing Rick Blade jump off something that's not the top turnbuckle.
Yeah, that scaffolding leap. Beautiful.
There wasn't anything high enough at Harris.
Yeah, and then another moment for me, and it's the same match, was Kid Legend's return, and then Pat Dynamite winning that Silver Skywalker championship when it was vacant in that Royal Rumble style match.
Yeah.
Absolutely deserved, especially considering, what was it, the show before, he had just come up short against Face, and he literally emptied the clip on Face. You might as well say, like he threw everything at him and then some. We've just seen so many amazing things this year.
Yep. And 2026 is only going to get better because we got a full year at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy coming up now. Yeah. It's locked in. We got the spot. Now we got the shows coming.
And it's just going to be one moment after another. We've seen some fun moments. We've seen a little bit of everything, and none of it's been bad. It's all been done well. The fans absolutely love it, and they keep coming back for more.
Yep. What else we got, DG?
Wow. Let's see. What else can we talk about throughout the year? We've seen musical performances. We've had Tone Love, who essentially started managing Rick Blade. We've had Lavari. We've had Big Rel. We've had Ajif. We've had
whoever that band was at
Velcro.
the SSP show.
What band? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't
know. I heard
any of that.
Soundcheck and was like, I'm going to go walk down to the brewery for about a half hour.
And that was the best decision you made that day.
That's what I've heard. Because I can still hear. Yeah, Velcro, Tone Love, Agif. Yeah, no, I mean, we've been treated to some musical performances. You don't get that with most wrestling shows. You don't get rappers rapping people down to the ring, you know?
And even with Tone Love and him and his wife, Nana's Cotton Candy, getting to have some of that, that's amazing cotton candy. Look them up on Instagram, Facebook, and all that. Inquired. They have some amazing flavors. Flavors of cotton candy, you wouldn't even think that could be flavors, but here they are making it. We've got to meet some amazing talents this year. Whether they were some type of Hall of Fame talent from somewhere else, had making an appearance, or just the amazing indie wrestling talents that we've gotten to meet, hold conversations with.
We got to meet G.
Yeah. Us doing this, kind of leading myself and Chef going to the gathering and Crusher Koloff. And getting to have amazing conversations with him the entire time.
We got our own personal TED Talk with him.
Oh, yeah. Hollywood Haley J. We met when we got, not long after we got there, when we saw Tommy Grayson and
we met Big Al as well.
Yeah. Like, absolutely amazing moments getting to witness live just at that alone.
Mickey Knuckles was mine. Meeting her was just amazing. She's great. She's an amazing person.
Watching you interact with Mickey Knuckles was amazing for me.
So speaking of Too Tough Tony, why can I not think of his name off the top of my head? The Man of 1,000 Gimmicks.
Yes.
It's right there.
That's because he's got too many names for you to remember.
Yeah, exactly.
But him, no.
Mike Sullivan. No, that's not
it. What kind of a name is Mike Sullivan?
Oh, Mosh Pit Mike. There we go. Yeah, whatever type of mark name that is. Sounds like a real douchebag if you ask me. But no, so I'm walking back to myself and Chef's campsite. And Mosh Pit Mike and Too Tough Tony are driving by me on a cart. I already am stepping out the way as I hear the cart coming. They stop right next to me, and that circle game thing, they both got me simultaneously.
Yep.
God, I'm like, I literally looked at him like, what type of gathering am I having that you guys literally just pulled over? It was like, hey, man, your shoe's untied. You mother effers.
Awesome wrestling moment I had this past year, randomly running into GQ on the street, random Monday evening, and just sitting there and taking a selfie and having a conversation with GQ, who returned at the Gloucester show in 2024. But, you know, he'll always be GQ, even if he's not active right now.
He teamed with Rick Blade that night, as a matter
Yeah, he
of
did.
fact.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that was just an amazing random moment. Just wait, GQ, like yelling across the Chick-fil-A parking lot.
But yeah, man, I don't think there's enough we can say that we either haven't already said over the last 2 years or even over the past year of doing shows like this, talking about all this. And it's amazing now that we also have their support. And if you go to their shows, a graphic on their screens plays promoting our channel.
Yeah, it's still crazy seeing myself on that screen.
Yeah.
It's really cool. But all the amazing guys we've got and ladies we've gotten to speak to this year. And much more that's to come in 2026.
Mm-hmm.
And just speaking of that real quick, just to let everybody know, tomorrow night at around 10:15 we will be going live. Myself
Good
and
timing.
BJ. Yeah, you know. I figured since we were talking about the year in review, you know, this is how we're ending the year.
And not only that, but if anybody has watched, they know I drink a lot of beer. Well, tomorrow night will be me counting down to dry January. So
I may even have a couple drinks tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. And on that note, also everybody, after this show is over, the fun is not over. I'll be streaming at 9:00. BJ's last beer stream of 2025 on BJ Drinks Beer on YouTube.
Yeah, go check that out.
Everybody go ahead and check that out.
There's a good chance you could even see me pop on in there at some point. I tend to pop on his streams now.
He's probably going to pop up. He usually does.
Whoa.
But yeah, I have a couple beers lined up and maybe a THC beverage.
I don't even know if that's PG.
It's not going to be a long one. I can't be up too late because I have to work 9 hours tomorrow. But yeah, everybody come join, have fun.
Yeah, I'm working 12 hours tomorrow myself. So
yeah, the one thing I'm going to tell you is when I'm done work tomorrow, I'm coming home and taking a nap because I know I'm going to be up after 12. Either way, I would be, but doing the stream definitely.
Oh, absolutely. I have like a good 3-hour window to nap, and I'm using that.
Yeah, the one thing I was thinking about doing for tomorrow was while we're live, maybe I'll play some WWE 2K or something like that while we're just sitting here. Just so everybody knows, tomorrow is going to be more of like a Q&A, hanging out type thing.
Free for all, kind of.
We have a couple guests who will be coming on that were former co-hosts and have come on during certain times of the year. I have a couple other people to reach out to still. I was going to try maybe reaching out to a couple talents to see if they could, but, you know, I'm assuming they all have
busy.
plans. Yeah.
They work hard all year. Let them party on me.
Yeah, they don't have time for a bunch of marks like us.
Yeah.
it's exactly why Jordan Oliver couldn't make it.
And that's fine. I get it. Who Declan has actually expressed interest at points of coming on, so maybe we should further investigate that angle. Maybe we should get him on to
see
talk
if he's
about
still
that.
willing to after all the crap we talked about his head.
You know what? He's the kind of guy who he would gladly come and just
and give it right back.
Exactly. So yeah, let's try to make that happen for the next couple of weeks.
Is that a New Year's resolution?
No.
Yeah, and then in 2026 we do have
this is
stuff.
Gonna happen.
Yeah, we do have stuff planned for 2026. Possibly introducing a new show once a month into the rotation.
Maybe even a new universe.
Steven Universe?
No,
maybe.
God no. But yeah,
his little brother Todd universe.
But if we don't have anything else to talk about, I guess we can run down stuff one more time. Get on out of here. Oh,
run it up, down, round and round.
This Friday, SPO Live. Pro Wrestling Star Academy in Mount Holly. We have 9 matches, a contract signing, and some returns, like Johnny Cashmere returning. Skills and the Feral Face saying they will be in the building. We got Tarzan Duran, the Gumar, Angel Orsini, Wrestling Cinematic Genius, Jay George. The contract signing between the South American GOAT Pedro Pablo and Blackout's own Robbie Illuminati. We have somebody who was my match of the year, Flying Ryan O'Neal, Stife, and Junie Underwood in a 3-way dance. We got Billboard Billy Gold taking on the Brain Jordan Oliver, who was the other half of my match of the year. Oliver taking on Clockwork Dylan Shaw. Brian Murphy versus the Italian Tank with Cowboy Pete Carter in his corner. Papa Juice, one half of Controlled Chaos, taking on one half of the Broad Street Bullies, Caleb Wolf. Charlie Tiger taking on Violence in a rematch from 2 weeks ago. In tag team action, High Fashion versus the Show Dogs, which, as we talked about earlier, 2 teams that we're pretty high on, that we can see big things for in the future. We have Alex Rivera's first SPO Heavyweight Championship defense against Martin Hughes of Catchpoint.
Vaya!
And then, title versus title. Skywalker champion Pat Dynamite taking on PWU World Champion Justified JP Grayson. And again,
the card.
And again, all this at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy in Mount Holly, 22 King Street. Tickets $10.
Just $10.
Yeah, and you can get your tickets now at spowrestling.com. And I do believe on there you can inquire about the monthly event passes. If not, when you come to the show, you can ask about them at the door. And then, let's not forget, January 24th. Some returns we have, like Sam Reaper.
Don't be scared, BJ.
Big Billy's got my back.
Yeah. We got Boom Harden making his return. And now everybody's gone. There we are.
We got boomed.
If he is still champion, Skywalker champion Pat Dynamite will be returning to action on this show. As well will be the man whose head he shaved, Declan Grant.
Grimy bastard.
Skills the Great will be making his PWU return, as well as Todd Rod as Rerun. And then, let's not forget, the Ice Cream Sandwich Eating Challenge, with our first entrant being Charlie Tiger. I'm almost tempted to see if I can enter this, because I think I can house some ice cream sandwiches.
What did I say about this should be a fan?
As many as Charlie Tiger. This guy, he lives to eat, man.
Dude, I love to eat, too. All right. And they're ice cream sandwiches.
He lives to eat.
And then we do have 3 matches announced for this show. We have Britt Blake taking on Vita Von Star.
Let's go.
Which, let's see where this goes, due to the fact currently that the Women's Championship is held by Mrs. Vacant.
It's just a silhouette with shape.
Yeah. We have a special attraction 6-man tag team match. The Shot Callers and Big Rel taking on the Silk City Kings and AJIF.
This match is going to be
who
sick.
The Silk City Kings are our current tag team champions.
Yeah, Shot Caller's going to need to get some revenge against AGIF in that match.
Did somebody say shots? No? Oh.
And then,
sure. There you go.
the career casket match. Kid Legend taking on the Feral Face. If there was any match that I'm looking forward to in 2026 at any given point, this would be it.
Yeah, this makes me nervous.
Yeah, someone's getting hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, or somebody's career is ending.
That too.
And then, you can always catch us tomorrow night for our end of 2025 going into 2026 celebration, which is /Q&A / just us hanging out, and whoever wants to come join can.
/ PJ drinks as much beer as he can in 2 hours and then doesn't drink again for a month.
I will have a counter for how many alcoholic drinks he does spill. I feel like that could be a fun thing to do.
Not drink, but spill.
And as always,
I spill another beer. I spill 8 beers. I spill.
I drank a beer. I drank another beer. 3 beers. 4 beers. Oh no. 5 beers. Oh no. 6 beers. 7 beers. 8 beers. 9 beers.
and a glass of wine that conveniently cuts off.
Well, Prosecco.
Well, and
maybe I'll get a split of Prosecco. Wait, never mind.
And as always,
BJ drinks Prosecco?
Instead of just going through the 2 individual graphics, I'll throw this one up. You can always catch us Sundays at 5 p.m. where we talk about all things WWE, AEW, TNA, all the big league stuff,
Even during the Super Bowl.
Especially during the Super Bowl.
No, we'll probably change it to a 1 p.m. show for the Super Bowl. I can't watch the Eagles play the Super Bowl while streaming.
And then, as always, just like tonight, Tuesdays, 6 p.m., you catch us here to talk about all things PWU, SPO, or Pro Wrestling Star Academy related. Also, just real quick to mention, I saw an announcement by Action Pack Pro Wrestling this week, February 7th. They will be having a show at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy. Nice. Keep up with us here for more news about that. But, as always, everybody...
Anything else?
Be good to each other. Close out this year in the best way possible. And if you don't like that, you know what?
That's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
1, 2, 3. You already rang it, whatever.
We'll see you next time. Right
See you next year.
Yeah, actually, no. You'll see everybody next year. We'll see everybody tomorrow. But yes, fair. Everybody, if you're not here to join us for our New Year's stream, have a happy and safe New Year's. Don't drink and drive. Otherwise, until next time, I'm DG, the Danger Ginger. That's BJ over here. Go catch his stream at 9 on the BJ Drinks Beer channel. And as always, as sometimes, that's Chef the Ref down there. So,
sometimes, maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, everybody have a good night, and we'll see you next time.
Everybody watching, I'm going to need you to visit www.freakkings.com. Check out all the merch. And before you do that, I'm going to need you to check out BJDG, YouTube and Instagram. And while you're doing that, you won't have to remember the name, because you'll remember the face.